Wait. Okay, now.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
Hello.
here we are.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's do self introductions first. Okay, I'll start. Fine. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Amberglow Gen 3 Q&A session stream ish. I am your host today. I am Kumi from Amberglow Gen 2. I have with me. Hello.
Dani, you can go ahead first.
Wait, why me first?
I
No,
have
you're in the
with
middle. You
me
should be the one that goes second.
Danica Aloon. Are you not gonna? Okay, fine. I have with.
Hello.
Okay, we're off to a great start. Let me just
Apparently
pay
I sound
attention, I
low
guess.
to me.
Oh,
You're already like 150. Maybe Rigel's just
Really?
loud.
my bad.
Okay, let's
Rigel
go.
should introduce himself first. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Danica Aloon. Same generation as Kumi Ian.
Annyeong.
I am peaceful queen of Amberglow. Definitely not playing Apex right now.
You're playing right now again?
No. I'm not.
Okay. Next.
And I am the manager of these two members of Amberglow here, Rigel here. Glad to
Manager.
finally be of acquaintance with everyone.
Manager San is here today, guys. Be on your best behavior. Also, Valley in the chat is also our jamming. Hello, Valley. I hope you're having a good stream. Why are you here?
Why?
Why are
I
you
think
here?
Bellini was having a 1 hour break. From what I can see from their tweets, they're having a 1 hour break for a moment.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Asteria, waiting. Mal Senpai. Hello, Arrow, Joshua, Chris. Hello. We're doing this Q&A to sort of talk a little bit about the ongoing Gen 3 auditions and just answer a few of the really common burning questions that everyone has, so that you will audition.
It's been 1 week since the auditions have actually officially started. We started roughly around in AG Day last Sunday, but even though it was just 1 week, there was a lot of respondents that also temporarily was spoiled for choice for a bit. Yep.
Wow.
And just like that, there was also a bunch of questions that were asked, not only in the Twitter of the Amberglow social media, which I have properly tried my best to answer them, but also some of them which have been sent through your Curious Cat, and Kumi has gathered all of them here for today's stream. Yep.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, so the questions will not be asked in order, Rigel, just to let you know.
Alright.
Okay. We'll start with the first question. The first question is really just more for the talents, actually. So maybe Danny, you can answer. How's it like being in Amberglow?
How's it like?
Like if Mal and Valley wants to answer in the chat, you can answer too.
Oh, it's been really fun. There's some setbacks before. Maybe I'll just talk about my experience. Actually, there were some setbacks, but overall though, it's been great. How do you say this? At first, honestly, I thought it might be like I was kind of like,
What do you mean?
Kind of sus, right? Kind of sus.
What do you mean? Wait, we're supposed to attract people, not mix it sus.
But
I mean, to be fair, at least it's being honest.
This is not the direction.
You gotta be honest, You gotta be honest, for me. But it's surprisingly been pretty smooth. There's some setbacks in regards to like assets, but it's not really mostly the company's fault. It's also like artists just being busy, artists having lives. There's also like a lot of issues with me and my health. And I know Validi got hit by it too.
Yeah, everyone's
So yeah, but Amberglow really like held it together well. Like we had a lot of talks, like preparations for debut, preparations for this and that, and like for me especially, I feel like the response is pretty quick. If I have like a question or like if I need something, it's always been pretty quick, the responses. So yeah, I think that's and also definitely forces me to like read the contract.
Dani,
Forces me to read, forces me to do things that otherwise I would have probably never done. And just like,
But did you? I was asking, did you really?
did
my
I
God,
really? I don't know.
this is
I
that
don't
question
know.
all over again.
I don't
Read
know.
your contracts, everyone.
Yeah. Make sure you read your contract.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little bit sus.
Don't be our kusogaki Dani here. Don't be like our kusogaki here.
To be honest,
I'm
I
a
didn't
prime
read the whole thing
example of
either.
what not to do. Exactly, what not to do. Read your contracts, everyone.
I feel like when
Definitely
you
ask
get your
questions
contract,
too.
it's like at the most exciting moment where you're about to sign the company. So it's like no one has the
Yeah.
time and patience to read every single word.
Yeah.
But at
Bosso
least,
actually
you know,
forced me to like give my answer like a day or two or maybe 3 days late after like later after I got the contract. And I'm like, eh? And it's like, oh yeah, and make sure you have like ask some questions too if you have any. And I'm like, eh? What questions?
Nani?
I mean, I know I got work. Like I got a contract from Boss as well to like work as a manager and all that. But I'm pretty sure I at least took like less than an hour to read everything, and I got all my questions answered instantly. So there was no problem there. I don't see why you
Sasuka
couldn't do the same.
manager. This is the difference.
The level of responsibility.
I know. I feel like in Amberglow there's a lot going on behind the scenes that is not necessarily seen by viewers, by other people outside the company. So there's definitely a lot that is still in the works, a lot that is not yet released, not yet available, a lot that we're working on. So yeah, that's exciting. Like every day my brain is just full of this and that and this and that and this and that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to guide them, Crusade.
Yes. Yes, manager-san.
Especially me.
Okay, next question. Or just do a simple question. When will we hear back from Amberglow?
To answer that question, usually due to the large amount of responses we've been getting so far, you can expect at least 2 to 3 weeks for us to reply to your actual to your audition, and we cannot exactly guarantee whether whether you will get a response once once you have applied as well, because sometimes those who are not accepted into those that have been not accepted in phase 1 may not get a reply. That one have to depend on the Bossu, because Bossu is the one that is writing all the response emails. Yeah.
Imagine getting a handwritten response from Bossu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
He dishes
Okay.
those out quite quickly though, so that's that.
Maybe he has like a list of copy pastas with just a few different different phrasing of the sentences. He just copies.
Yeah, don't mind the typos.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
don't mind the
He's probably
typos. He's an old
responding
man.
he's probably responding through his phone. It's autocorrect.
Yeah,
Okay,
his
that
brain is
much
working
I will have
faster
to-
than his
That
fingers.
much I will have to warn you guys. His response may have typos, but that doesn't mean that he's any less professional. He just has very fat fingers. We'll just put it that way.
Clip that. Someone clip that. Clip that. Manager-san talks back about boss behind his back.
No, I
In front
actually
of
told it
him,
to him at one point. Do you really
Oh
have
my
do you really have
God.
like fat fingers or something? For
Did
this
he
thing to
say
happen?
yes?
He didn't answer.
Oh,
Just
you
like-
hurt his feelings. You hurt his
I
raccoon
know,
feelings. He has
Bossu.
raccoon fingers. Give him a break.
He's just a raccoon, you know. He's
Yeah,
probably holding some trash with one hand.
exactly. Okay, next question. Do we need to provide our own equipment?
Because our first I have to explain what our model of our company is like. We are different from other companies because other companies require their VTuber, or more like they'll provide their VTuber talents with equipment. But unfortunately for us, because we are a part-time model, we can somewhat sponsor a little bit of funding for your equipment, but that also depends on where you live in. Because we are a US-based company, we can provide some more funding for people in the US. But if you're living in, let's say, the EU or SEA region, like Kumi, it might be a bit difficult for us to do so. So if you can provide your own equipment, that would be great. But we'll see what we can do based on your circumstances.
Case by case basis, everyone. Submit your
Yep.
applications.
Submit applications, yes.
Okay, next question. Oh, what personalities are you looking for? Will you be rejected if you have very similar personality or same content as someone already in Amberglow?
We won't exactly reject. You guys if you have very similar personality or the similar content as members in AG, because we do as we grow, it is inevitable that we're gonna have content overlap. So that bit is totally fine, having the same content as your members, as other members. It's just that for similar personality, it's actually encouraged as well to a certain extent, because similar personality types, especially within a very positive community or positive, company like majority of the talents here in AG, they can definitely be helpful for all of us, because it just more teamwork, more sense of family, if that sense. Yeah.
Danny totally playing Apex right now. Danny, look over here.
Yes,
Over here, over here.
yes. Definitely not looking at the audition right now. The audition form.
Actually, can you I haven't looked at the audition form. Is it the same
That's what
one?
I'm doing right now.
Can you share some of the questions? Because I haven't looked at the audition
Oh, there's
forms.
actually, I think this most.
What is the
okay,
interesting
okay.
question that you see on there?
I am one moment.
AJ requires
You
more
know,
people who drinks
actually,
alcohol.
I wonder what the first audition or what the Gen 2 audition looked like.
I
That
don't.
Wait a minute.
Let's
one,
not go there. Let's not go there.
Was it
what's
like
the funny thing?
changed?
Even though I entered a bit late into the scene I entered like a few months before Gen 2 actually debuted, I actually managed to see who
Oh
ended up on
no.
Gen 2 auditions.
Oh.
And I managed to
You
see
bet.
all of your auditions as well. So
You
Okay,
bet.
moving on. Will it be female only or are male allowed too?
we are actually encouraging males to also apply, because
Mal is
we want
lonely.
to we want to bring balance. That for
Mal
sure.
senpai says yes. Oh my god.
I mean, of course, what Mel will want some bros in the company for sure.
We're
But
all
yes,
his bros.
we're trying to bring in more. We're trying to bring in
Yes,
more male
yes.
talents, one way
We
or
can
another.
be bros too. Hey bro. Hey Danny bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be a
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, we
Senpai,
can
don't
be
worry about
bros.
it. Yeah, Veronica.
I want a 100% male gen.
Okay, that
Okay,
much is
okay,
impossible,
okay.
Mel. That much is
um
impossible.
But you know, there's something I actually wanted to like ask. Do you remember in the Gen 2? I'm pretty sure there was like in the Gen 2 auditions, there was like, oh, which of these characters can you play or something like that. And then there was like a four choices and like a fifth
Oh,
one that was like your own or something like that. I don't
yeah.
remember. But for this one is it seems to be a bit more flexible. There's no
mm-mm. We're
It's a
there
flexible.
lot
We
more
accept
flexible compared to
all.
last
yeah.
time. Just think of it as
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what would you call it, detraction from Gen 2, because Gen 2, while yes, it was nice to get the characters we perfectly fit for the characters they wanted, it was a bit problematic because we had to filter a lot of our talents, or at least potential talents, who could not fit the bill, or even worse, that may have been the reason why people didn't actually audition for us in Gen 2 in the first place.
By the
Because
way,
they
I
had to
have a
confine
confession
themselves to the
to make
character.
about
Go ahead.
this. I did not apply for the Kusogaki role.
I mean,
So that
You were
nobody,
born for
nobody,
it. You don't have to
nobody really
apply for
applies for
it.
the Kusogaki role. You just ended up as the Kusogaki. There was never any doubt.
no, what do you mean?
You were born into it. You don't have to audition. You don't have to apply.
This,
Oh my
Ah, Brony can broke me.
god.
Exactly. We can all be bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
Broke me, Veronica.
Thank you for the follow. Now, welcome. Next question. Are the designs pre-made? Any personality you are looking for? Question mark.
Well, again, with the personalities, we are not looking for any particular personality aside from, just make sure that you can respect each other's talents. You don't competitiveness can be fine, just don't bring it to a toxic level. I'll just put it that way.
I
Make
think
sure cooperation is key. We want to make sure that everyone is close knit as a community. And as for models, we have two which is already in production right now, and one which is basically about complete.
So there's at least 3 in Gen 3.
Yeah, there's at least 3 in Gen 3. Numbers are not final. They may be influenced by the number of additions we have to sift through and how many people we take in the end. But yes.
I think the most important thing about personality is that you're comfortable with whoever you are portraying, because once you take on this particular personality, you're gonna have to stick with it. So you have to make sure you're comfortable, with yourself, with the kind of character, the kind of personality that you're putting on stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Like even because like this personality will be the personality you're gonna be stick with for your current tenure in AG, and yeah, that's gonna be something that you have to keep in mind at least. Like when you submit your Gen 3 audition, there's this segment that details how will your personality play out on stream.
Crusade, like, go be unsay so from the get-go. Gotcha. Unleash
I
your
mean,
inner unsay.
At least try to give
You
Bossu a little bit of hope before
You gotta
trashing
give
her
a
into
good
the trash
first
can.
impression,
Yeah. Good impression.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay, I think
Mel, to answer your question real quick, some of our auditions have already been reviewed. It's just that because there's a huge amount of auditions we have to go through, we have to go ahead and keep reviewing them before we can actually give a complete answer. Otherwise, we don't want to just simply pick pick candidate A when suddenly a candidate B pops up and they're about as good as candidate A, We don't want to be unfair to those.
we gotta let you cook for a little bit before we evaluate again. We gotta cook you guys a little bit. We gotta cook you.
Let the stakes be raised a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta keep you on edge for a little bit. Let the suspense.
Before we eat you, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, Kumi's eating the Gen 3 talent, so just put it that way. But anywho, on to the next question.
I'm not allowed to defend myself?
No.
Okay, fine.
You are a tiger after all.
Okay.
What kind of fresh predator doesn't eat anything?
I don't eat my kohais. Okay, next question. I think it ties in well. What do you think is an important aspect that Embergirl looks for?
Once again, kind of plays into the same question on personality, because the main idea of what we look forward to is a sense of belonging for the talent, as well as like the talent in our company. Like you notice that the majority of our talents are like close enough to be kind of akin to a family with all the TV tropes you can imagine as well, like the random dad, aka Bossu, the dad who just walks in and sees like the house on fire. Then you have the Kusaragi, Dani. You have Kumi, who is the resident cat. I mean tiger. Yeah, bunch of personalities. But
Now I'm getting
one
bullied.
more thing we are looking for though. This one is a bit of a extra, but I think it's necessary. We are looking for people who have ideas, unique ideas, because the VTuber market as a whole, you already know, is very saturated. Everyone's doing the same thing to a certain degree. Everyone's playing games on the as VTubers, so you kind of need some people with a unique talent set, like for example, someone who can sing, like Kumi, or someone who can do voice acting, like Dani.
Did I just
Having
accidentally get
something
praised?
extra, huh?
I just accidentally got praised by managers.
What do you mean accidentally?
Is it just because I'm here?
I'm deliberately putting you as an example. You saying what? No?
I do, thank you. Please check out my covers on my YouTube. Thank you very much.
Ding.
Okay. Thank
But
you.
yeah, try to find a unique skill that try to find a unique skill and have a lot of ideas.
Go crazy. Like even if it turns out your idea gets shut down, it doesn't matter. I've been there, done that.
It's more like a dumb idea is always better than no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shoot for it. Yeah.
Kumi, would this be able to be saved into
Yeah. I'm recording this.
Alright.
Yeah.
Be sure to upload this onto YouTube as well.
Yeah. You can find this VOD on YouTube, on my YouTube, where you can also find my covers. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay, next
Make
question.
Sure to check out her covers if you haven't.
Thank you. Next question. Okay, I think this question has already been answered, but are the models pre-made Desuka?
Yes, we have already answered that because as I mentioned, we have two in progress right now. One's basically about finished. So
But there's also the option to to join AG with your current persona, as long as case by case basis.
Case by case basis, there's a chance that we might actually be taking you in as like your current persona instead of integrating instead of changing you into one of our company personas.
Yeah, like me. I
like
made
Kumi.
it in.
Precisely.
I made it in. Okay.
Precisely.
Next question. Oh, I think this question is kind of for me. Like, what do you think are the advantages of joining UmbrGlow compared to staying as an indie VTuber?
Yeah, that would be a great answer. That would be a great question for you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so first thing that you have to know is UmbrGlow is a little bit different from other agencies, and it's a lot more flexible. I mean, I haven't been in any other agency, so I can't really say, but I feel there's a lot of flexibility in here, and there's a lot of support, a lot of communication, so that's cool. I think the main thing is you kind of feel like you have people around, like you have a team, sort of. You have genmates, you have senpai, you have staff manager, bossu, and they can they can talk to people for you. They can talk to people for you. That is the biggest thing, like you're scared to reach out for a collab, get your manager to do it.
Or you can even just you can drag your manager into something like an Apex collab, like
Exactly.
Dani.
We definitely were not just playing Apex before this stream. No way.
Yeah, definitely not.
Couldn't be us. No way. Yeah, Bossu is a gamer. Imagine gaming with your boss. Wow.
Also, Repo, I think, are we okay with taking questions in chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
question, you can go ahead
just
and
shoot your questions at me. Ugh.
Yep. This is supposed to be a Q&A stream after all, so go ahead and write it down.
Yeah. Just throw it in the chat. We'll answer it when we see it.
Alright.
Okay, next question. Okay, maybe now Dani can answer it. How is it working with Amberglow? Is it flexible, opinionated? Wow. Yeah, you can answer it.
It's too flexible.
It's too flexible. Too much
It's
flexible.
too flexible. You know, sometimes
Literally.
you know. Remember, there's this one Amberglow member who shall not be named who almost broke the contract already on her first or second week, I think, by streaming this one game called Catherine, and somehow did not get in trouble for it. So there you go.
You're talking about yourself, Danny, and you didn't read the contract.
Yeah, see, that's the amount of flexibility and freedom that you enjoy here in Amberglow. Literally stream any. Oh, I wouldn't say any game, but most games.
Granted, try not to enter R18 territory. Genuinely try not to get into R18 territory. You will get banned. Not only you will get suspended by our company because you're breaking the contract for playing an R18 game on stream. And you may or may not get banned from Twitch because you're playing said R18 game on Twitch.
We are family friendly, guys. Family friendly. Say so. Amber say so glow, guys.
Amber say so glow.
Yeah. Okay. This
I
question.
can see Bossu cry in the corner somewhere. I don't know why.
He should be smiling. I'm advertising Say So Glow. He should be happy.
Say so glow.
Yeah, Say So Glow.
Cannot be any more wrong.
This person asked, can I be a PNG tuber or use those easily available models? Like mentioned before, company has models for you. So you don't have to worry about not having a model. As long as you're confident, you do your auditions, and you put your best self forward. Just do your best. You don't have to worry about having a model or not.
Yes, because like for us, we have our own company persona specifically designed, so you don't have to go out your way to find PNG models or template VTubers. Template VTubers, while easy to obtain, feel like they don't convey the amount of professionalism that we want to portray, at least in this community, in this company. Like we want to make sure our talents are happy, and I feel that like this is on personal standpoint, but I feel that it reflects the mood of the company as well. If a talent, let's say one of our talents, decides to get a PNG tuber or decides to get a template model, they'll be considered it'll be a bad look for us one way or another, because it will look like we're giving this talent the complete VTuber set, while this talent doesn't have the complete VTuber set, or heck, or complete model for that matter. You see, there's a big despairing difference, and we want to try to avoid that kind of scenario from happening. So that's why we have company personas for you.
Yeah, don't worry about it, about the models or whatnot. Okay.
Oh, wait, I want to answer a question from the chat. Would people who apply with their current VTuber persona keep the copyright to their own character? Yes, the people who apply to our VTuber company and actually do get integrated as, like for example, an indie transferred to Amberglow VTuber, they will be able to keep their IP just like Kumi. Kumi right now retains all copyrights to her model. It's just that additional details will be fleshed out once we additional details will have to be fleshed out with the contract. So
yeah.
yes.
You can you can discuss
like
it with Bossu when he's doing your contract, doing your NDA and all that. You can discuss with him. But yeah, you do get to keep your IP to your own character if you do get accepted with your current persona.
Yes.
Okay, that's done. Do the people auditioning need to have a following already to be considered for the next gen?
No.
No.
You can be literally you can literally be quote unquote nobody on the internet, and we can still consider you, provided you have the skill and you have the ability to put yourself out there. Surprises, as you will. you know, we are always more welcome to spot hidden gems within this area, because it's very close-minded of companies to just looking at people with a follower count, which is huge. Like, sure, a follower count might determine one's success in the field, and that might be nice, but it isn't the be all and all. We like to find for hidden gems. That'll be, how would you say it, who are big dreamers
Mhm.
and act on those ambitions. They try their best every single day to improve, and we just want to see them succeed in our even in our little company. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm. Danny, chat is asking you if you're winning. Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
winning?
I'm winning. Don't worry about it.
Nice. How many squads left?
I'm unfortunately not playing Apex,
Excuse
but
Are you playing a mobile game again?
yes.
Oh my god.
me. Okay. Oh.
Sasuga Kusagaki.
See,
Sasuga
see, see.
Kusagaki-san.
This is how flexible Amberglow is. You're in a Q&A for the company, and you're still allowed to like play other games.
You
Exactly.
are literally you were playing your own mobile game during our second anniversary too, okay? Excuse me.
See, exactly. See,
Danny. Okay. Next question. How much prior
I have a problem.
experience?
Okay.
How much prior experience should an applicant really have before applying to Amberglow? Sort of answered
Okay.
it before.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the previous question, because you don't need any experience, because you can literally enter as a blank slate. You can enter as a blank slate with no idea about everything. It's just that what you make, sorry, let me rephrase my words. Even though you have no experience in streaming before, you haven't streamed in your entire life, that's fine. As long as you're able to learn and pick up the skills needed to present yourself in a good fashion for the audition, then you stand about as good as a chance as anybody with, let's say, 11K followers or something along those lines. You stand about the same amount of chance.
Personally, I feel like it would be better if you tried it out yourself first, because applying to a company is a commitment if you actually do get
Yeah.
accepted, that is. And if you
That is a good point.
if you come into Ambergo and you find out, oh, actually streaming is not for me, but you've already signed a contract, like you gotta try out streaming first, try out talking, try it out for yourself as a streamer or something. And if you're sure that this is something you like as a hobby or as a passion, then consider applying for Everglow.
Yeah, I'm with Kumi on this one.
Yeah, make
You
sure
should
you're
try it out
enjoying
That is
first.
actually
yourself.
correct.
Mm-mm.
I take my answer
Even
back.
even if
Kumi
it's just
actually
like
answered it better than I
Discord
did.
streaming, it doesn't have to be like on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah,
Just try it out.
yeah,
Like maybe have like
Basically,
a friend or
yeah.
two
yeah.
watch
Mm.
you, or like if you don't have friends, you can always like pay people to watch you.
You can pay me.
I mean,
My
being a
Stream
streamer is
Elements
being an
link is open.
entertainer, right? It doesn't
Yes.
matter. It doesn't matter which platform you're being an
Yeah,
entertainer,
yeah.
and experience
yeah.
in of being an entertainer is tiring. I'll just put it that way.
Paid viewers.
Paid viewers are real.
Yeah, it's a real
Come on,
thing.
Nairo.
Yeah. Make sure you try it
Keep
out and make sure you're
expensive,
enjoying yourself in the process
Yeah.
before you commit to something.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, you can or you know what, you can just record yourself and watch yourself too. That's also like an option, because it's one thing to be playing the game and enjoying it, or like being really good at it. If you're not speaking, or like if you are not able to like put out something while you're playing, then there's a problem. That's an
Mm.
issue that because like let's say like you have viewers now in the future, um when will you look at the chat, like, and then how will you respond every time they ask you a question? You gotta be able to think about those things too. So it's not just basically playing a game or like
Yeah.
saying.
There's actually you can't you have to be good at sort of multitasking actually,
Yeah.
in a sense. Yeah. You gotta make sure your chat is. You gotta pay attention to them. You know, they're like little babies. You have to give them attention and love, and entertainment, and be
That's one way to call
funny.
it.
Yeah, you gotta
Consider
take
your
care
setup
of
in
them.
terms of being able to look at chat as well.
Wait, we have
That's
to talk with
correct.
Chef. I know, right? No one told me about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did miss the little memo.
Yes, you are. You are a big baby, and I'm here to smother you with attention and.
A bit.
Okay, next.
Before chat turns you into a mom, Kumi. Next question.
Next question. Okay. How do the models look like? Which one will be a troublemaker? Will there be any troublemakers? Do you foresee any troublemakers?
Yep. Troublemakers are
Okay.
inevitable. Troublemakers are
Troublemakers.
inevitable, but we cannot review the models because
Yeah.
that's for us to review later on. What's the hype in us revealing the models now?
Mm-mm-mm.
And besides, I was right. Danny's already here. We have a troublemaker
There's
right
already.
here.
Excuse me. I. What have I done? I am super peaceful.
Are you
Uh-huh.
though? Are you really? Cross your heart and say that.
I am the most peaceful streamer you'll ever see. You know, only chill, only chill vibes here, positive vibes.
All
I'm
new
amazed at
members.
how
Zero
easily.
violence.
I'm very amazed at how easily you can just say that sentence.
Oi.
But okay,
It shows how much she believes in it.
fair enough.
Of course, you gotta believe.
I forgot to. Yeah. Next question.
You troublemakers are raging
Oh,
alcoholic.
yeah, maybe we should talk about this question. How does revenue share work with AG? If I join with my current persona, VTuber, will the company, or if the company provides the persona, how is the revenue shared?
Okay, this one, unfortunately, this one I can only discuss things once we have signed an NDA. But the only thing I can say is that if we, let's say, take you in with your model and your IP, the company take will be lower, much lower compared to when we will provide you with a company persona. That's the only thing we can provide for this one. Sorry. And if you want to know more, then you kind of have to be lucky enough to be chosen, I suppose. Because
Lucky enough.
only then it'll be discussed in the contract. Yes.
Lucky enough. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Okay. I'm just curious about the rules on collaborating with people outside of the company. Is there any special rules to it, or does it just have to stay PG-13? Do you think our collabs are PG-13?
No, I won't grow.
I mean,
Anyways,
I mean,
well, there is no real concrete rules on collaborating with other people outside the company, except we try to make sure that our talents are safe, so that they don't collab with quote unquote problematic streamers, or they don't just simply collab with anybody, you know, because like there's a lot of VTubers out right now which is not to say subpar, but they are very sus in their own right. So we try to make sure that our talents are completely safe. They are not in danger by collabing with them or otherwise. And also for those which collabs like for talents who want to have a collab, they usually will either organize it with their managers, like for example me, or they will organize it with people they trust. And with people they trust, you know, we can kind of
I'm very
trust
trustworthy.
them enough. Yeah, they can trust them enough to not enter R18 territory. That's the only rule we have for that.
Yeah.
Don't enter R18 territory.
Yeah.
Similar to our regular streams. So it should be just fine.
We're PG-13. I'm very PG-13. I'm super say-so.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for...
Can't say the same for who now?
Moving on. What do you guys offer that other agencies don't?
A part-time model. We'll just put it this way. Because our area is very conducive to learning new skills. When you are new to VTubing, let's say, or new to streaming in general, our place is a more forgiving place to learn the ropes of being a VTuber, as well as to learn the ropes of and as well as the routine of a streamer. Because not many companies can actually can offer this sort of thing due to the fact that they have a strict streaming schedule of stream 3 times a week, a minimum of 15. Was it 15 hours a month or maybe more? A lot more hours, I think. I think
What
some
is
went up to
ours?
24 hours. 24 hours a month.
What is
So it's quite
ours?
high.
What is
No,
ours?
streaming hours. Streaming
Oh,
hours.
oh.
We had one.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
do.
know
We
that.
actually have one.
Well, what
We
is
actually have
yeah?
one.
What is our streaming guidelines again?
12 hours a month. It's ridiculously low.
12 hours a month. Okay.
Minimum.
It's like
yeah.
one stream.
Exact.
I
mean,
stream
not
like
exactly,
3 hours,
Dani.
so that's
If you-
4 streams for me.
I mean, 3 or 4 streams, that's perfectly fine. Once a week is very
Okay, guys, I'm
lenient.
streaming once a week from now on.
Hey. I mean, like, obviously, it's.
What
time
have
to,
you
like,
done, Rigel? You have unleashed.
just
Man,
like,
just
it's-
stream 12 hours for one day and then take the month off.
Take the month off. Exactly. You see, Val is
Right.
doing a 24-hour stream. She can take 2 months off.
Yeah. Take 2 months off.
Okay, that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how it works. Just do it that- It's more, again, please try your best to adhere to the guidelines. At least we do still ask you guys to stream a minimum of 3
Time
times
to
a week
revise
if
the
you
stream.
can.
Boss will be like, I need to rethink my. Oh my god. I really
Get
didn't
us
know
on the
that.
contract.
But anyways, jokes aside, it's more like the reason why we offer a lot of time, or like we offer like a lot less time for like our mandatory streaming hours, is because we want to make sure that our talents have a lot of time for their own self and their own lives. So like, for example, whether it be IRL, school, or otherwise, because majority of VTubers are still studying in university right now, or are in some form of work, so they will need some time to rest for their own health. So we take those into account, alongside with the fact that they're probably learning a new skill or two by being a VTuber or streamer in general. And yeah.
I'm sorry, I died at Iros saying Nunki doesn't have to stream for the next year.
It's
I
true.
don't know if my mic picked up or not. I don't know if my mic picked that up or not, but I actually hit my head on the mic on this fan.
I died. Oh my god, I had to mute
Oh my
myself for a
God.
little bit. Thank you for the follow. Dosto akawakai
That's mostly so taco too.
that was like a bomb.
Jesus,
Okay.
swear to God.
Nunky senpai.
Okay. Okay, I think we're almost through with all of the questions that were submitted. Let me see. I wanted to ask, is there like any particular theme, or like, like we had for Gen 2, we had like a day and night kind of thing. Is there anything like that for Gen 3, or is it just open for all?
It's mostly I can only mention travelers, and
Oh,
that's for now.
Tabibito.
Oh.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. That's cool. I would like to have travelers kohai.
ちょっと待って。
Apparently, Stray Raccoon has
We have
hijacked the ball.
summoned.
Oh my god, is he here?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Wait, I need to wait. Wait, I need.
Everyone.
Oh, he's here, the one and only.
The one and only.
The one and only. I need to put his thingy.
Yeah. Okay, chat. Behave
Behave
best, I
yourself, or
guess.
you're gonna get bombed.
Feel free to ask any questions you'd like
I'm gonna put
Well,
it.
I'm here.
to the boss himself.
Kumi did say, "Hey, do you want to stop by and see if there's any sort of questions that I can answer as well?" So,
Can we just
here,
turn Rigel
just-
into a sticker?
I'm slowly being demoted right now.
One of your laptop stickers. Go, 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 Kumi.
Wait, where is he? I need to put him.
Yeah, I'm now a laptop sticker. Wonderful.
Okay.
First time hearing Bossu. Yes, first time hearing Bossu.
Oh, really? Hello, Bossu. Were you? Did you get to listen to the first part of the stream?
I was able to sneak in for a little bit while
Yeah, he
actually doing
DM'd me
some
about the or sorry, not DM, but message in the AG Discord, about me being a troublemaker. How dare you, Bossu?
I heard you said I was
Danny,
Yes, that's
it's
me.
true. You
No,
you
no, no, no,
are.
no, no. I'm not. I am not.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, we've been really good this stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I didn't. I just wanted to sneak in here just to see if anyone had any sort of follow-on questions because I know
Yeah.
Rigel's been doing a great job. I just
Yeah.
wanted to offer an opportunity if you all wanted to ask me
Wow.
anything real quick.
You guys can ask Bossu straight.
You hear that?
Do you have
chat?
anything to add from like the previous questions? If you caught anything to add?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
What do
here
you
we go.
think? Oh, thank you for the raid, Lumia. Hello.
Chelsea.
Wow.
Chelsea
Welcome,
reading the first
Raiders.
question. Why are you so fat?
Chelsea. Thank you for
What
the
the-
raid.
There's no winning with Chelsea. She's always gonna say chunky. What can I say?
Bossu, there was actually this one question that Rigel asked, and we would like you to answer it live on stream. Are your fingers actually chunky because of that? Is that the reason why you have a lot of typos?
Have you been eating
Rigel
too
asked
much
this question at me, okay?
One person's trash is another person's treasure. That's all I'll say. But no, I will say that I'm frequently running around a lot. So
I feel bad.
I hate texting. I hate texting on mobile. So that goes without saying. Yes, I'm an old guy. So pardon that. But
Aw.
don't in terms of other things. Yeah, no, I admit it. I actually I think I admitted that to Shu too.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Workforce
is
behind
there
the scenes. How does that work?
no other questions? No other questions?
There is. More on a little less regarding VTuber talent, but the workforce behind the scene, how does that work?
So, we do have of course set managers and set sort of like support staff. What the support staff is normally we have them to perform certain items on I would say is kind of a regular basis. And then, of course, if we need to outsource additional assets, projects, and stuff like that, then we have sort of a secondary people that kind of work close in coordination with us. For instance, one of the things that we like to do is web comics and other sort of comics to illustrate not only just other original stories, but just antics of this chaotic group of VTubers here. So we have people that have kind of close relationships to perform and do other additional services for us. So that being said, particularly with Gen 3, there is, and Rigel also can speak to this, is we're also looking as when we get more VTubers to also increase also additional support and additional managers and stuff like that. So always looking for it sort of organic growth.
Yep. So we're looking for more video editors. We're looking for more managers, of course, to sustain the new growth that we're gonna get with Generation 3 and whatnot. So yeah.
Hey, there's a really important question. Bosso, what is your favorite color?
Oh, honestly, I like green, believe it or not.
I'm very surprised how we only have one talent which has green. Not that, or only one, I believe. Yes, we only have one.
So well, it's funny. People would say it because after so many of our talents have sort of the silver light hair, and I'll admit I like that trope quite a lot. I mentioned that with Shu that's a thing that
Yes.
I do like, but that is not a requirement for applying.
Also,
don't have.
Alexis, to answer your question, there is no cheat sheet to get a second look into your audition. Just impress us with your skills.
You don't have to be green to audition, guys. You can be pink, blue, orange, yellow, black, yellow, white, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can be rainbow colored. Come with rainbow colors, please.
I have a very bad feeling that they are not gonna go well with a green screen.
I once talked to Bossu about having RGB hair.
RGB.
Yeah, RGB hair.
You heard it right
Wait,
here,
couldn't
folks.
you do it?
Gamercat. Gamercat.
Couldn't you do that already with VTube Studio plugins and whatnot? like the
can.
mesh coloring.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can.
Yeah, but that was before I knew about this. I was like, Bossu, what if we had RGB hair? Like, dum 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 dum. Why get a disco ball when you can beat a disco ball?
I have no words here. I have no words.
Welcome to
Same,
my
Bossu,
stream. This is
same.
how it is.
Kumi
Okay,
as Nyan Cat, it's true.
we're moving on. Okay, do you have any hopes for Gen 3?
Any
Hopes as
any
in-
help?
Any hopes?
Hopes in
Any
what-
hopes
hopes in
and
what
dreams?
aspect?
You know. You know.
Ah,
You
As in-
know.
as in-
go. Say so.
Well, didn't I tell you, Kumi, that you were the hope of Aeon for being the dream of Say So?
I am though. I
Yes.
am.
Yeah.
I am
That's,
saying so.
uh,
When am I not say so? Tell me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is Abby higher on the list? So.
That list is
Yeah,
not
right.
accurate. No, no,
And
no.
let's-
You gotta.
Actually, since we're here, we might as well.
We
both
gotta
see.
get a
Updated.
third, fourth, fifth look at that list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a bug fix for that.
Don't worry. There will be updates. I will tell you. Since he's around, Mal. No, Mal is reaching for the bottom here real quick. So we'll see.
Okay, so Gen 3, Say So Glow.
Well,
Your
you know-
last shot at Say So Glow.
Boss,
you know,
don't do anything.
Moo did push us to be PG-13 plus. So.
Yeah, Moo.
But
She's great.
I will say in terms of addition, don't. And I think you already answered that in terms of the really what I look for is not that we go through R18 sort of territory. A lot of, again, that was based upon for being inviting to as large of an audience as possible without going against YouTube, Twitch, TOS. We can be a little bit more stringent on TOS than both YouTube and Twitch, but again, the idea is really to be inviting to a lot of people, because again, this is all about building a community. And I will say with Gen 3, for the most part, a lot of the model that we were looking for is building regional sort of centers, little communities. Since we have talents worldwide, so whether that's North America, the EU, or SEA, really kind of focusing on each of those communities in sort of a singular aspect, but then also seeing how they kind of have synergy and support all together as well. So.
Oh, we really do have talents from everywhere. Time zones
mean-
is such a pain in the butt.
Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It hurts my soul, man.
We have I think two in SCA. We have three in the US, and then 5 in the EU.
Yeah, EU. I wish I was in the EU. Dang it. Anyways, it just goes to show that you can apply from wherever you are. You don't have to be in a specific region or country or whatever. You can apply from wherever. we are accepting.
We do care for balance. We do care for balance in our regions so that it's not like heavily skewed into one side.
Yeah.
So we are trying to push for more applicants from the US and from SCA side of things. But overall, that shouldn't affect the
Can you
end
fly
result
from
of the audition
space?
so much. Yeah.
Can you
And,
find
and just and just to clarify, it doesn't have to be from the U.S. I look at this as for North America in general. So you
Yeah,
know,
sorry.
Caribbean, Mexico, Canada. I don't look for any particular country. And in fact, just in terms of also privacy concerns, a lot of that is kept. It's up to it's kept. Personal information, stuff like that, is only something that I maintain. It's up to the talents if they want to share any sort of location in terms of where they reside or anything like that. But I just look specifically for regions. I don't kind of single out any particular country or anything like that. Because again, when I look at sort of the additions, and I think you said it earlier, Rigel, I'm looking for do you fit maybe the dynamics of a group or setting within those sort of geographical regions? Do you have the dynamics that would fit well and mesh well with all of AG in general? Do you have the same that will work with a particular generation? And then a lot of it also comes down to, again, what you were talking about, like creative ideas and presence. What do you do other than just being able to stream? So,
Yep.
Actually,
and by stream I mean just playing games. Like like you said, you need talents and or at least content, something different. Because
maybe a
it's a
skill
lot of
you would like to showcase, a skill you guys would want to showcase, whether it be art, it could be singing, it could be ASMR, it could be voice acting, it could be just a random idea of hosting random things here and there. Even doing video reviews can be sort of content if you know how to do it right. So yeah.
demonstrate the sound of one-handed clapping.
That's not a skill, Alexis.
And
That's
okay.
the song of a game. That's the name of a game.
Any more questions?
You know, Boslo, there's something in the application that I would like you to answer. Is there anything of importance we should know when considering your application? Is there like
I'm happy to answer that, Danny. So a lot of that is I want, because we do have, as I know Rigel mentioned, a part-time streaming model. As you said, a lot of flexibility. I try to be attentive. We don't have a lot of requirements in terms of, as you mentioned, in terms of streaming hours. We do have content policies and interaction policies and things of that nature. So I know that everyone has this different situation, be it schedule, personality. It could be, like you said earlier, about hardware. Maybe there's some hardware considerations. There could be health considerations. And so I try to take all of that. And really, AG is and it's hard to be very transactional. I know with a lot of companies, it's we're presenting something. This is what you get if you apply, and this is the response. And I try to be very personalized and offer opportunities, because even where we talked earlier about, you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to be a streamer with like 20,000 viewers, because this is supposed to be a platform to not only build a community but give opportunities to people. So, in my view, I when I look at auditions, I also see, is this someone who has the talent and can hold an audience, and do they have great creative ideas? Do they fit these dynamics? But also, can I give them a means to get a foot in the door? Can I help them grow? And this is just one of the things I look after. I like to hear, if there's anything I need to from them, if they want to tell me that there's something that I need to think about with their situation.
Cool.
Thank you for the answer. Oh, one more thing I want to ask you,
Yeah.
Bossu, actually.
Mm.
Will the people hear back from you, like even those who are rejected from phase one, will they be hearing back from you personally? Because I know you're the one writing down all the emails.
I do try to review. I'm always reviewing. It's sort of on a rolling basis that I respond to, and it's hard because we don't have a very long audition time period, but it is essentially 2 months. Um, so I would say in generally, if you don't get a response within a month time. I think you said 2 to 3 weeks, and I think that's
2 to
accurate
3
time
weeks.
for a at least passing the kind of the cursory sort of phase one. Uh, you may want to consider maybe looking other opportunities. But that's also to say you can actually I'll give you an example. People have applied on the last day and have blown my mind, and so I generally say after 2 to 3 weeks, you may want to just assume that maybe it didn't mesh or didn't fit for what we were looking for at this time. And that's not to say that people and even previous auditions sometimes it's just it didn't meet the current generational
Mhm.
dynamic at the so um, I would just say it's maybe just kind of that might be a time to say okay maybe I can look for other opportunities elsewhere. I don't respond back typically on whether someone has or hasn't got a didn't pass usually because at the end of an edition, there's a lot of editions, and that's why I think on the forum we say is if don't necessarily expect a response, but particularly if it's getting towards the end of the editions in January, if you have not got a response, um, you're welcome to write on Twitter, and we may or may not be able to just confirm for you, but I think in
Yeah, you can
generally
send us a direct message or you can directly email us about your application actually. Go ahead and you can go ahead and send them at our company email of management@everglow.live. And also one more thing I think Bosu forgot to mention was that um, even though you may not have heard a response, doesn't mean you may not have been selected. And also, we may have I think for phase one, we can actually review a little bit early, right? Who might be going through because we are filtering a lot for phase two, right?
That is correct, and honestly, I'm pretty. I tend to be less stringent on phase one because phase
Yeah.
one are sort of kind of pass what I think as either the content idea or personality or something. I see something there that I think would be a good fit. So usually it gets much harder, of course, in later phases because then it's more of where kind of assessing who might fit a particular model character, the dynamic, and then it also comes a lot down to um, uh, content creation too. I may, in my mind, have an idea of, hey, here's what I think would be good for this character personality, but I usually don't push on any sort of content requirements too much. I mean, uh, while I think people have skills and stuff like that, we do also want to have a forum for having freedom to let content creators create content so as they see fit. So
Yeah.
um,
Like to address Siduan's sentence, I know it is pretty normal to not hear back when you didn't get the job, but it's been some companies have been getting a bit of a slight backlash for this sort of things. So we just want to take note on that. That's all.
well, that said, I think when people usually are at the very end of selections where they've gone into a couple phases, I do very much tell them whether they were selected or not. And I know that can be
Yes.
disappointing, but I can't unfortunately tell everyone who applies whether they were selected or not. It just
There
it's
is just a lot of
oh
auditions after all.
That would
there
just
is
be
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
additions.
effort.
Bosso
Mhm.
Bosso would be okay to say how much you know
I
applications
think
you
better we don't
received.
say it right
Yeah.
now.
A
No,
rough
I meant like for
number.
Gen 2
No.
in total as just an example of like why you are not able to
Sure,
Oh,
sure.
refresh
I so
everything.
so I'm happy just to speak to that, and I actually expect even Gen 3 editions to be larger. We are a small company, so we're not getting thousands and thousands, but let's Gen 2 was well over 250 um, applications. I imagine with Gen 3, and based upon the how much has been submitted already, we will we will surpass that, and it's already a month in. So
it's not even a month
yeah,
in, it's a week in.
not a night. Yes,
Mm.
yes, it's a weekend. And then
Yeah.
by a month in, we should have a little bit better gauge on how things are going. But
Mm-mm.
it will be. I do look to see us surpassing Aeon's applications.
Wow, Danny.
Especially because apparently every other video company is also opening applications at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I don't know if it was absolutely sheer coincidence that they want to pick the same time as us, because we were planning this the moment we were thinking what to do for Amberglow second anniversary, and auditions were the idea that Bossu came up with, Audio Social Gen 3.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
it's a little unfortunate that everyone always has sort of auditions at the same period, but there's nothing we can do about
Yeah.
that. I don't want to also waste people's time, because I want everyone, whether they want to stay with us or um, again, the whole idea is to provide opportunities. So I want everyone to find a place where they feel at home and can succeed and um, happy creating content and building a community. So I am cognizant of that, and I do try to respond as fast as I can, so people don't put all of their eggs in one basket.
Mm-mm.
Uh, okay. To answer Asteria Hoshiko's question, hope this is an okay question. How would AG plan to promote their talents in the upcoming year? We actually have quite a bit planned in mind. First of all, obviously, with the new gen, we have a whole new set of PVs we need to create for them. And we are trying to expand our promotions with not just posts on Twitter, but also we're going to try diving into shorts, possibly. That's why we need more additional support staff. We're going to try diving into shorts. We're going to try diving into TikToks, possibly, as well.
Mm.
So we can probably promote our Gen 3 talents as well as our already existing talents over there. Adverts may not be the case. We're not sure right now for that.
Like after this round of auditions, I believe Bosu mentioned that the main focus after Gen 3 will be more on focusing on advertising our talents, so there might not be new auditions opening up after Gen 3,
Or at least for the
right?
foreseeable future.
Yeah. So I believe there will be a lot more focus on existing talents after Gen 3, comes in. We'll be discussing like how do we move forward, what are the support that we need, what do you want to do, what do you want to do, what do you want to do?
And
Yeah.
and it's Kumi's right on that. It's I don't believe in a model of just again mass and mass and mass of more individuals. After Gen 3, I don't foresee opening additions for quite some time. There may be um, a couple individuals actually from these editions that I may say, hey, maybe not for Gen 3, but I might have an idea or something in the future that I would like to offer an opportunity to come on board. So even keep in mind, even if someone doesn't pass a generation edition, there are follow-ups. I will say this much, but again, the plan is once you have sort of a core group, and again, that's sort of where focusing on the 3 geographical regions, it's just additional process improvement. And as Rigel mentioned, in terms of, I guess, marketing, promotion, really, it's the majority, our main platform is Twitch. And a lot of that was a decision based upon interaction between viewers, because particularly even when we made that decision, YouTube was fairly rigid, I would say. It was a platform more for video storage. Things have changed, but at the same rate, I don't like to be too prescriptive in terms of platforms. However, I do believe in the value of cross-platform promotion, and then again, additional sort of like we mentioned, shorts, clips, and we'll still continue doing things such as web comics. There may be some other really big projects and other sort of platforms that we are looking into. So there are definitely some additional cross marketing things on the horizon.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
Be sure to go ahead and check out Shoes like second anniversary VOD, or at least the Q&A with Bossu, because the Q&A with Bossu has actually leaked out a few future plans in the future.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a
Well,
lot
yeah.
going on behind the scenes.
I give
I
it a pass
unfortunately.
because you were. I give it a pass because you were basically drinking alcohol. It's gonna happen, but
Well, so keep in mind there are some things I'm open to say, but to be honest, don't give me. I'm not that much of a Tom Holland. I do admit some things, but if I
sir,
like to be
you
I
were a
like to be.
Tom Holland in the AG server.
Well,
You are a Tom
that's
Holland without alcohol.
that's okay though. It's all here amongst ourselves. I do honestly though. I do believe in transparency, so at least that's a good thing. But
Hey, you know,
but
if you
anyway,
drink,
what's that, Kumi? I was gonna say I'm happy to do one last question. I unfortunately do have to get going.
I was just gonna tell everyone, if you do join AG, you might be the only company. You might be in the only company where you can bully your boss. You might be the only one out there. Just saying, you know. Just saying.
Yeah,
Well,
we're going to bomb Bossel's place after.
Yeah,
this.
exactly. You can be the only VTuber that bombs your boss's house in Minecraft.
I'm
well,
pretty sure.
which one?
Which one? Why not all?
As many
Why
as
pick?
possible, all of them.
There's like
We're gonna
what?
go hunting.
There's so many of us. You should build one house for each of us to bomb.
Yeah.
If not, it's not gonna be fair.
It's called stress relief, right? It's for our mental health, Bossu.
Yeah. Your job is to build houses. Our job is to gather TNT.
Uh,
Oh, Lord.
there may be lots of TNT.
I
Already,
know. I was just.
in certain places. But
Mhm.
anyway, I'm a little nervous now with all this bombing my house's business. But again, yes, I get between getting my house bombed and Chelsea calling me chunky. There is always a bully. There's always a bully.
Yeah.
There's always a bully.
You can be in a company where you can bully your boss. So imagine that. Wow. Isn't that super appealing? Do you have any last question?
Any last question for me?
Oh,
The best
Bosso, you know,
perk.
what do you think about like full-time streamers? Will you be able to provide for them if they, you know, decide to apply, or like, let's say like a future talent decides to become a full-time streamer?
So we do have a part-time models, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that the talent himself cannot stream full-time. I mean, look at the insane hours Nunky's done for nonstop Nunky November. So I think in those situations, I think it's very critical that their manager and or myself, we have a lot of conversations to make sure what we can do to provide support, what they're looking for. So I think a lot of that would just be again a discussion to how we can best support them in their endeavors. We the company itself, we still try to keep the model that we have because it's flexible. And as you know, like flexibility, I think is really the best thing that we can provide. We don't want to be too rigid, but in that flexibility, that's where we again, I would say, is make a personalized experience for everybody. So if that's something they want to do, I would just say let's have a conversation, see what we can do to support.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, and one more thing, just because we're mentioning Nunki right now is on her way and trying her best to push for partner. So make sure you go ahead and support her. she's gonna be yeah, she's getting really really close, I believe. Especially thanks to her non-stop Nuki November. Yep.
Yeah,
Make sure you
let's
support
also
all of
yeah,
Emberglow talents.
Hi.
well, that's it for me then. I didn't mean to go ahead and intrude on the stream. I know
No,
Rigel is doing
wait.
a
Do you have any like
I was-
last comments? Do you have any like last comments or like
Any
last
last regrets?
words? Last words?
Regrets.
Any last words?
Well, Kumi did ask me to come on by, but I did want to at least just come by and say wish everyone best of luck,
Mhm.
and best of luck on the auditions, and here's the thing: is even if this is not something you decide not for you, we always want to support the VTubing community and friends as well. So always reach out. We're happy to kind of build a relationship, and we want to again support friends and other people in the community as well. So again, best of luck, everyone, and hopefully we'll all speak to you all soon.
Good luck with sifting through today's
Thank you,
auditions, Bossu.
everyone.
Good luck, boss.
Good luck, Bossu, Otsu. Let
Thank
me know
you.
if you need help looking through the applications. Wink, wink.
That's my job.
yeah,
Wink,
That's my
wink,
job.
wink, wink. I would be happy to help.
Me
I
too,
will-
me
I
too.
will-
I'll be happy to judge.
Judge?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
will-
judge.
No. Let management staff and myself can do it. I don't want to.
Oh man.
Well, no, I won't Tom Holland.
Aw.
No Tom Hollanding. So. Well, I'll
Dang
be good,
it.
so.
I thought I did it.
You know, all
Bye,
I want to
everyone.
know is if Chibi applies.
I will never tell. I will never tell you. I will not confirm or deny, Danny. So.
I have
So-
a,
so
I have a
much-
feeling that if Chibi applies, he'll probably accept it not as a talent, but probably as a mascot or such a food item.
As a mascot?
Well,
You're not even a
I
staff,
will
you're
say
a mascot.
of all the birds in Aeon, Chibi's my number one. So.
Oh, your boss's favorite, Chibi.
Wow, congrats, Chibi.
I guess.
I don't know if
Congratulations.
you're listening on the
Bravo.
stream right now. but,
Congratulations. Someone clip it for him.
yeah, somebody clip it for him.
Yeah, your boss is
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one.
Thank you again, everyone. Best of luck.
Thank you, boss. Oh, he's
Oh.
gone.
Otsu Bossu.
Oh, so that was your potential future bossu, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, now
So,
that we're
yeah.
nearing the end of the stream, maybe you guys want to have any last words? Any last words for your potential future kohais?
Well, I think like for me, they're not gonna be like cohorts. It's more like they're gonna be maybe under me, maybe under
Mm-mm-mm.
Saya. I don't know.
Mm.
But more like this, just try it. You can never know until you try it. And if you don't feel like you're up for it, that's okay too. No pressure. Just do your best. No pressure. And even if you don't get in, you can always learn. You can always learn from this experience to be better. Like, for all I know, becoming a VTuber is not easy. So you can like there's a lot of guides out there that make it sound like becoming a VTuber is easy, especially a company VTuber,
Mm-mm.
but it's not. What's my expectations
Yeah.
for Gen 3 talents? Well, again, it plays into our modus operandi, which is basically to make sure our talents are how would you go? They build themselves a strong community and a sense of like family within AG first, and then they will be able to express themselves more freely, like whether it be with their unique streams or just simply by them developing as their, as their character. Like look at Dani, for example. Dani tried to stay uber say so kinda from like the start, and then she instantly turned into a Kusogaki as character development.
I never.
She never tried.
She never tried.
She never tried.
ちょっと待って。
Nimas, are you trying? Are you applying? Is that what you're asking? Are you applying? Oh,
I
Nameless
mean,
gonna
we
be
do
my
accept,
kohai.
No, yeah.
we do accept like
Oh.
males and females trying out their best. So if you can actually surprise us,
Mm.
like I don't know, have a
Also,
music instrument of your choice, it
someone
can be
redeemed the
interesting.
hydrate just now, so everyone hydrate. Everyone drink
Thank
water.
you.
Everyone.
We'll chat
Drink.
as well.
The ball needs to drink too. Everyone drink water. I already drank.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, posture check. Everyone posture check.
Thank you.
Oh, my whole body cracked.
You know, you should just apply. Even if you have no experience, just apply.
Yeah, just apply. Just shoot your shot.
Apply to
Yeah.
shoot your shot. Then we can probably think about it, and
Yeah.
we can also sometimes, I don't know, if we actually like you a lot already, but you didn't get through, we may or may not be able to give you some feedback. We're not sure. That one is up to Bossu, because Bossu's the one handling all the emails and everything. Poor Bossu, he's gonna have to deal with all the emails.
Okay,
Now that I
thank
think
you for
about
the
it.
follow, Nito. So, welcome irasai.
What
Yeah.
if you doubt your skills?
You know, if you doubt your skills, actually, let me answer this. If you doubt your skills, you know, there's me as a good example. I didn't really stream before I applied, or like, you know, I just got accepted somehow by faking it. Just fake it till you make it. It's not.
Yeah, I believe in it. Fake it till you make
Yeah,
it.
just fake it
I
until you make
strongly
it, you know?
believe in it. I
think
have no idea why
that's
I
a
got
common
accepted,
thing.
to be honest. Like, I
Yeah.
literally didn't do
That's a common
anything.
thing in VTubing, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Faking it till you're making it, or even better, this sentence will just stay true. Like as long as VTubers exist.
Because if you keep faking
As long-
it,
Yeah.
one day it won't be fake anymore because you have done enough practice to make it real.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
You know? So
Like-
just keep faking it until
like-
it becomes real.
Yeah, especially because like to an extent, voice acting or acting in general are kind of like faking it to a certain extent. Of course, if they are part of your personality, they will come naturally to you. But yeah, just be confident. That's exactly like what Nameless said. Just be confident in yourself. And if you're confident in yourself, people can believe in you, even if you're
Yeah.
not exactly right. You know?
Also, if there's anything for the application, just don't joke around too much with it. You know, just
Oh,
treat
yes.
it as if it's
You
a
only get one
resume.
shot. You only get
Yeah,
one
I mean,
shot.
you can probably apply more than once, but
I
I
mean,
mean,
maybe
just
not
saying,
in the
you know.
same gen. I mean, maybe not in the same audition.
It's more
Yeah,
like it's more
but-
like if you want to let me answer this real quick for those who want to apply a second time, it's better you don't, because your first impression would already be stuck with the people the moment you finish up your first audition. So everyone, make sure put your best foot forward. Find some
Yeah.
time in the next 2 months, because this is all the way up to January. Find some time in the next 2 months to just sit back, make sure nobody enters your room, nobody enters your house, nobody disturbs you, no phones are in the background. Turn off your fan if you must. Make sure you have the perfect mic setup, or like the best you can, the best mic setup you can think of. Learn more about OBS and all its features. Learn more about all the video editing tools if you know how to do it. Learn everything to make sure your application is the best possible thing. And this can apply not only just for Amber Glow's auditions, but for literally every single audition in every other company. I
Yeah.
cannot stress this enough.
I mean, you don't
Put your
really
best foot
need
forward.
you don't really need to know everything, I guess. There's a lot of support.
You don't need to know how
Yeah,
to
it's a lot of
sing either.
help. Even if you can't find it from Google, you can ask like any of us. We're happy to help. I think the most important thing in your audition is to put your best personality forward. Like, let us, or rather, let management and bosses see who you are as a VTuber, as a streamer, rather than
Yeah.
you know your oh, I can do OBS, I can do this, I can do that. Like, those can be learned if you truly have a passion for them. But I think personality and character and humor is not something that can
factors is so
be
nice too.
faked.
Actually, there's one thing, you know, try not to like too much about your skills. There is one thing like because
Oh, yeah.
we will be able to, or at least management at least will be able to provide you with like support if you're honest, at least better than
Yes.
them like finding out later that you might have put like, oh, you're an opera singer, and then they ask you to do like an
Yeah.
original song. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't think I can hit those notes.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
try not to
Mm.
lie
In
too much
general,
about your skill. It's not really like,
It's not a good look for
lying
you.
lying for your
yeah.
skills lying for your skills is not a good look on your,
Mhm.
not just in your like audition, but it's just a not good look in general. You can say
Mm.
you're a
Yeah.
master of 20 different skills, and while sure
Mm.
that might look nice, we are gonna have practical interviews as well as a sample stream for, you know, future phases as well. This is not just a phase one and you get in. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple phases to this sort of thing.
Mm.
What voice did Dani use to get into Asia? Oh my! What do you mean? I only have one voice. What do you mean? Yabai.
Off with your head.
Fading, I know the answer, but I cannot really disclose it.
Yabai.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know the answer? I don't know. I
Yes,
don't
I know
even know
the
the answer
answer.
myself.
I know the answer, Danny. Dude, it was in your. Okay.
Why not let's
I
move
don't
on
even
from
have
this
my audition
question?
videos anymore. I don't even have
Let's
anything for my
move on.
auditions anymore.
Okay. Any other last words of encouragement or tips? Anything?
Well,
No.
not really much of
Okay.
not really much of a tip more than anything. Maybe just a reminder that because this is 2 months long, so take your time,
Mm-hmm.
and there may be a chance that we might be doing another Q&A session in January. I'm not sure. Depends on whether or not we still receive questions ongoing on like the social media account.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah. So this is gonna be
This is gonna be
a
it for a
long.
while.
It's gonna be a long one, a long while until Generation 3 can actually appear. But we thank you all for your patience, regardless, for sure.
It's gonna be worth it.
Aye.
Right,
We're
maybe
just gonna do our best to make this work in the best way possible.
yes. I'm excited to see Gen 3. Maybe for me, I'll just emphasize that make sure you actually enjoy the process of streaming, because it's really not easy. It's not as
Yeah.
easy as it looks like. Oh, I'm just playing a game and like
Yeah.
I'm just streaming it to on the internet. It's actually not as easy as it is. Like, sure, anyone can just play a game and stream it onto Twitch and call themselves a streamer, but there's a difference between streaming yourself playing a game and making content and talking, entertaining, communicating, building a community, and then there's a lot of projects, there's a lot of other things other than streaming that is involved, especially when you're part of a company. There's a lot of other behind the scenes stuff that you also have to participate, have to
make
think
time for.
about.
You have to make time
Yeah,
for
you
as
must
well.
make sure you have, you are ready for that kind of commitment before you apply to a company, because that is the main thing that I feel that is different from being an indie VTuber. You really gotta commit to it.
Yeah.
Yes, time management. And
Yeah.
to answer Nito's question, don't write all of your skills down, because there's some skills that we definitely would expect you to have to a certain degree. Namely, like for example,
Know how to use
the ability
OBS.
know how to use OBS, know how to respond to chat while you're playing a game or something.
Yeah.
Those much is kind of basic for a streamer. What we expect is more or less okay, here's a bit of a tip. Put your best 3 traits or skills about yourself. Name the 3. Like for example, you excel at art, you excel at voice acting, you excel at singing. Bring those 3 to the forefront. Tell us which ones are your best skills and demonstrate them to us.
And if you're planning on like putting as much as possible, put it in like point form so that it's just a little bit more organized too.
Yeah, have
Exactly.
some take some pity on the
you
poor
never know,
old
maybe you
Bossu.
have a skill that could be used not now but in the future for like streaming,
And yes,
because VTubing is
and,
always evolving.
Mm-hmm.
I think bonus points as well if you can respond to us, or like bonus points if you apply to us in the same way you would probably stream. Like for example, how you will respond to chat with your humor or with your charisma,
Mhm.
something like that. If
Yeah.
you can respond to us in a similar fashion with charisma or with humor, really great humor, then we can actually see you with a plus point in that regard.
Yeah.
I think it's also good if you can talk a little bit about what you see in your future. Like, what are you planning to do? What do you hope to do with Emerglow? Like, even if it's not something that you can do now, like maybe you're learning to do something, you're in the progress of learning something. I think that's something you can also talk about, because I think there's a video portion, right, in the audition. Is there still
Mhm.
one? Yeah.
There is a
5 to
video.
10
There
minutes.
Yeah,
is a
so
video
maybe
portion,
you can
5
talk a
5 to
little
10
bit
minutes.
about
Yeah.
that, you know.
Like you can even personalize your. Right. I forgot to mention this. Here's another tip: do not create generalized auditions. Don't make generalized auditions for every single company. That's one easy way for you to throw away your audition for any company audition, not just
Ah.
ours. Because
Ah.
if you use it to literally send it to every single company you're applying, people are gonna notice that in the views, in the view count. People are gonna notice that, and when people notice that, they're gonna be like, yeah, it's just they're not putting any effort into this. They're not putting any effort into this. They're not personalizing this for the company they are trying to apply for. They're not giving any, not to say not giving any effort. They did give some effort the first time they did it. That's it. You know,
Okay,
that's just my take on things. So
cool.
personalize. See what the company likes. See what the company is looking for in terms of whether it be experience, personality types, or whatever. All the questions you ask in today's stream, you can actually draw. You can actually draw all the answer. Draw like what to put into your resume, or sorry, not resume, audition from there, basically.
Personalized.
Okay.
Danny.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe we can wrap it up. Any other last burning questions? No.
Any
Now
other
you
final
put
questions?
Apex as a skill too. Even if it's a lie.
Apex is not a skill, please.
Okay.
You know, Vosto loves playing Apex here because you probably get bonus
He
points.
uninstalled
Uh-huh.
Apex for Overwatch already.
Oh
I
yeah, he
think.
did
not
say
true.
Apex for Overwatch. He
Yeah.
actually uninstalled it.
Out of curiosity, okay, yes, last question, Dosutu. Yes, out of curiosity, yes, I'm waiting. Yes. Hello?
What if I'm Predator in Apex?
I don't
That
I will.
is
You
not
like
a
to
skill.
kawaii
I don't
roll.
know. Maybe
You're
you're
already part
applying
of
to the
it
wrong
for a
company.
reason.
And people we are following already can apply to. Yes, we have
Yeah.
answered this
Yes.
earlier on the stream, and people we are following already can apply as well. It's just that you need to understand the consequences of should you get accepted into Amber.
Consequences. You don't have to say the consequences.
Especially if you get accepted as a company persona and not for your own self.
Yeah,
Like for
it's
example,
okay.
I know there are many people right now very intrigued by the fact that they want to apply for a company to accept their character or accept a vision of their character, but sometimes we cannot provide that sort of thing for them because we have our own company personas after all. We already developed them. So we cannot just have auditions and not let those models be unused. You get what I mean? So yes,
Okay.
we can accept indies for sure in very
Yeah.
special cases.
Yeah, like
But
me.
it's
I
really,
made it in.
really very special cases only.
I don't know how I made it in, but I don't have
Hey, Kumi, you already
anything.
had. Okay.
Anyway,
We
I have
know the details.
I
Don't worry
have
about
a bunch of videos and some messages from other Amberglow members. Lucky you guys. You know, only the people here get to see. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be in the bot.
Yeah.
But okay, the first one
it.
is a message from Valeria, one of our Gen Zero. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you guys. As you might know, auditions are still ongoing, and many may feel nervous on joining us here. I can definitely say that if anything, I have gained myself a family here, and maybe you will too. Good luck, and I look forward to meet all of you. Valeria. Oh shit. Yes, that was from our Gen Zero member.
Anybody else
Next.
send in?
Yeah. Mate. Okay, Mal sent in a video. Here's audio. Right?
So, you're thinking of applying for Gen 3 of Amberglow, are you? Well, I'm not in charge of hiring,
Wait, there's no.
more's the pity.
That's audio.
But
Correct. That is
I thought
audio.
I'd share a little bit of
There's
my
audio,
own.
right? Wait, let me restart it. Mate. There is audio, right?
That is audio.
Okay.
I muted the tab to check it.
Okay.
So, you're thinking of applying for Gen 3 of Amberglow, are you? Well, I'm not in charge of hiring, more's the pity, but I thought I'd share a little bit of my own philosophy on how to go about getting hired. This is something that I've applied myself. So, a successful applicant for this, or any role, will be completely unlike anybody else who's applying. We want to see what makes you unique, and we expect you to show us exactly what that is. So when you're crafting your application, I say put your greatest strengths on display. Show us exactly what you're capable of and what you can do that nobody else can. Now, it doesn't need to be perfectly crafted. It can just be cobbled together, however you're able to. Just having the right attitude, the right creativity, the right imagination can make up for any lack of technical skill you have, or any lack of experience in what you're working on. And at the end of the day, we're looking for people who are going to be fun and interesting to work with. So just put the best of yourself into your application, and whatever your chances are, it's bound to improve them. And last of all, I want to say enjoy the application process as much as you can. Just have some fun with it. It's more than worth it. And I hope that regardless of the outcome, whether you're accepted or not, that it'll be a really worthwhile experience for you, for everyone who takes part in it. So yeah, wishing you all luck. And I look forward to greeting my new kohai very soon. Matane.
What's Mal Senpai?
Very well said.
Okay, next we have Valley.
Hello, it's me, your future lovely senpai Valini. We're gonna have some tips for you, I guess, for the audition, right? Well, my tip would be yourself, which sounds very cheesy, I know. Because people will notice if you try to be someone you are not, and it will be hard for you to maintain a persona that is not at least a resemblance of you. Be yourself, and even if you don't have any like special skills like art or singing or anything like that, don't worry about it. Just show us your personality. If you like certain fan fictions, that's a plus. I would say so. I also heard
Why am I not surprised
that
by
Bossu
that glittery
really likes
vampire?
Kanayoko. So if you can sing, you should sing something from Kanayoko. Anyway, I hope to meet you soon, and bye bye.
Nice. If you play
Did
Apex, that's
Valini
also
just
bonus.
actually tell us like Bossu's secret Oshi or something?
No, I'm pretty sure that's hers.
ちょっと待って。
Like I'm pretty
No.
sure Valini mentioned something
Not-
like Kanayoko or something
Not
like that.
exposing
Huh.
anyone here. Okay, last one we have a video from Dani. I did not see
あ、ちょっ
this.
と待って。
We have a
Dani,
video
yes.
from submitted by Dani.
it's
Okay.
just comic relief. Here we go.
Yeah. Submitted by Dani. Okay, everyone be quiet.
Press R. Okay. Thank you.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we gotta make double sure that he'll never get back up ever again. Perfect. Yes. Please. Abuse. What? What kind of message is this? Wait, I gotta kick him enough times.
You're asking that to yourself.
On the head, on the head.
Oh,
Give
no,
him a few concussions,
fits,
he'll never remember seeing my face. This is an example of like how much you can get away with streaming, in AG. And probably your future too.
Okay.
Let's go, I swear to God.
Okay. I don't know what she means to what message she's trying to send by that.
This is what you
but
get
yeah.
from Dani if you join AG. Exactly.
Look at me, I'm all bruised and like you can't see. I have to wear my jacket because my arms are all bruised.
You make it sound like as if Danny's legitimately stepping on you.
Nah. Okay, we'll leave that up to your imagination. Okay, that is all that we have for today. Thank you, Rigel, Dani, and also Bossu for dropping in the stream earlier. Thank you for joining me today and all of your questions. I hope we've answered, if not all, then most of your questions. Feel free to continue submitting any questions if you have to Amberglow Twitter. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can submit them directly through our direct messages on the Amberglow Twitter. Let me just go ahead and grab the link here real quick. You can go ahead and send it to them there, or like for here. There should be like a message segment you can go ahead and send. Are there any new questions or Curious Cat? You can go ahead and check that one, Kumi. But if there are any missed questions that we have missed in the chat or like in the Curious Cat, we'll probably do a second Q&A stream to address any more that we either missed or you guys just haven't got the time or thoughts to answer or to ask. Sorry. Is there an AG Discord? No, there is no AG Discord.
Well, there will be if you join us. there is no community AG Discord,
like,
but
the
if you
company
become
Discord exists.
one of
Company
us,
Discord exists.
if you become one of us, you get exclusive nothing.
Exclusive nothing.
Nothing.
You get the emotes.
You get
to enjoy
that.
the absolute chaos in that server.
Exactly. You remember Dani's video she submitted? You get to enjoy that. Okay. Yep. I think what was I gonna say earlier? The edition will be open until January, so make sure you think through your edition properly, plan it out well, put your best self forward. We look forward to accepting your applications.
One more thing, make sure you're above the age of 18 before you apply.
Make sure
we do not accept minors.
Make sure you're
We do not
18. We're
accept minors.
PG-13, but you gotta be above 18.
Yeah, we're not all
Yes.
ages in terms of that.
Yeah, we're not all ages, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Rules are rules, laws are laws. Anyways, yeah, I think this is it. I think that's all we have for today. Anything else? No?
Good luck to auditioning, I
Yes,
suppose.
good luck
Good
to
luck to
auditioning.
everyone. Good luck to
And-
everyone.
Do your best in them.
Yes, yes. I will be digging for your information from Rigel.
Eh?
I will ask. Hey Rigel, did this person?
I have to be the second. I'm the second one. Have to sift through all the auditions after Bossu. So
Okay, last hydrate. We'll end the stream.
Last hydrate. Okay.
Ew, it looks
Last
like we were
hydrate
kissing
before
Rigel.
Apex.
Oh my god.
Last hydrate
Wait,
before
what?
Apex.
Kumi, what? Were
No,
you thinking?
cause I turned this side to drink water, and Dani turned this side towards you, and we looked like we were kissing the air above you when we were drinking water.
Okay, I got the
Ugh.
shivers from that. I got
Oh,
light
okay.
shivers from that.
Okay, we're ending this. Okay, we've been live for too long. Okay, I'm not rating today, but have a good night, everyone. Good luck on your auditions.
Thank you all for
Uh,
asking
Thank
all
you
the
both
questions
of you
today.
for
We went
joining me
both in chat
today.
and in the Curious Cat. Thank you.
Make sure you
Mm-mm-mm.
ask questions on Twitter.
Make sure you do your
Do your
best.
best. Do your
I look
best. Good luck.
forward
Good
to
luck.
seeing my co-highs. I'm super excited.
Yeah, and actually, one last tip before we go or before we end this
Yeah.
for the video segment, you should be having fun too, because that's the most important thing.
Aye. If you don't have fun, we will somehow know.
Yes.
We somehow
Have
know how.
fun. Have fun. Okay. Make sure you're doing something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Okay. No more. Okay. Bye bye everyone.
No more. Goodbye,
Otsu.
everyone.
Otsu.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Okay. Flex time.